Tidmouth Milk 12 here, and welcome back to my showcase of Minecraft Thomas builds. In this episode, we're going to be starting off with Knapford Station. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, back when I was still posting on there, you may have seen this already, but we have Knapford Station. So one of the first things I did for building Knapford, obviously I needed to copy over the rails. I built Knapford on a separate save, so I copied the basic rail design over, and I've got to do like curves and trying to figure out the sleepers for the points. I don't think I've quite done that right. They shouldn't really be angled off each other like that. They should sort of just carry on and be like big long straights, but never mind. Now, one of the first things I built on Knapford was the little siding here with the workman's hut outside the front, but then I built over the track and was trying to judge the shape of the arches and stuff, trying to get the intricate shape of like the beams and stuff as well. I didn't want to just be like solid blocks. Then we have McBun, or MC Bun. You'll see the fencing there for the little subway, which I have actually included in the show. I think it's just the fencing there with like a covered over hole, but I have actually built a proper subway so you can get to the centre island platform. Speaking of the centre island, there's the bookshop at the end. It later became a toy shop in the hit era, but I've done it as a bookshop. And there's the clock on the wall, which actually I've put glowing blocks in it, so it actually lights up a little bit at night. Then it came to the platform signage, built them separately, pasted them in. Same with the benches and the hanging signs as well. The hanging signs, the chains, let's actually spruce leaves. The gaps in the leaf texture actually make it look like dangling chains. Then with the decoration on the station mostly finished, I copied in Gordon from the other world. Now, you'll see Gordon is actually smoking right now. That's because I'd also included the advanced chimneys mod. I'm not 100% happy. You can't really get a lot of variety with the smoke particles. Later versions of Minecraft, there's like way better ways to do like particle emitters just with commands. But the version of Chisel Bits I'm using is for like Minecraft 1.12 or something ridiculous. And unfortunately, the later version of Chisel Bits is made by different people, so they're not compatible with each other. As you can see, I've updated the cab interior detail. There's glowing blocks from the coloured blocks mod, so you get sort of like slightly flickery effect from the fire. And of course, we couldn't have Gordon at Knapford Station without having the Express, so I built a bunch of the Maunsell Express coaches behind him. Really happy with how these came out. They really finished the scene. After I built Gordon, I decided on the other side to have Thomas from Thomas and the Trucks. Again, I was very careful trying to scale the trucks around the player. You can see behind the scenes here of me scaling the brake van to be like player height. I built the 7-plank wagon for Thomas's train, obviously. But then I extrapolated that and I was like, well, if I've got the 7-plank wagon, I can use that to make a Troublesome Truck and Scruffy. So we have a version of Scruffy without the rust, and then a rusty version of Scruffy, including the being pulled apart face and all of the branding on the side. And then for a laugh, I did the Linton and Barnstaple van with that classic face. I love this van so much. It's one of my favourite items of rolling stock from the classic series. So that's everything on this map, but that's still not all. We have one more world to go and check out. Alright, here's world number 3. Now, you may be looking at this and thinking, what's this got to do with Thomas? Absolutely nothing. This was a separate project where I wanted to rebuild LlanfairPG in Minecraft. So that's what this is. The funny Welsh station with the long name. But then I kind of used this world as a bit of a springboard for sort of building other realistic scale stuff. So there's a Minecraft YouTuber called Corrales, and using the create mod, he built a train which he dubbed Flying Scotsman, and he tried to build a version of Flying Scotsman. And I saw that and I instantly was like, I think I could do better than that. So I went into Chisel Bits and I built this. So yeah, I've used a few different shades of green here to sort of get a bit of a gradient going down underneath. And of course, I've included full cab detailing. But yeah, I built this using the actual A3 design charts to get the correct measurements. That was how nerdy I got with this build. And then I was like, well, I can build the different versions of Flying Scotsman. So we have British Railways Blue and the British Railways Green. And then we have the preserved version with the German smoke deflectors. Now, being a Great Western fan, I couldn't just build the pride of the Eastern region without building a rival from the Western region. So I went ahead and built a castle class. This is the castle classes as originally built with the original Great Western livery, full cab detailing. And again, I was going to do some different versions of this. I hadn't actually finished yet, but this is the wartime livery with the very minimal paint scheme and the sealed off cabside windows. But to bring this back into the Thomas world, obviously Flying Scotsman is also a character in Thomas and Friends and the Railway series as well. So I took a copy of the preserved Flying Scotsman and built a Railway series style Gordon. Same body shape and dimensions and stuff as the Flying Scotsman, just with a LMS style tender, and obviously it's bright blue because it's Gordon. And then I have ported in the TV series style Gordon. It's interesting to see the difference in scale between these two models. Gordon from the TV series is very clearly taller, he's a lot wider. So yeah, that was an interesting experiment. But once again, that is not all we have for this world. If you followed the Awdry Diorama from a couple of years ago, you may have spotted among the entrants a submission from me. And that is over here. We have Duck meeting City of Truro from Duck and the Diesel Engine. And then the wagons at the top are just the TV series style ones that I've just copied into the world in a couple of different places just to fill up the background. I kind of rushed the background, I'll be honest. I was more interested in putting the detail on the locomotive than I was the background. And then to finish off, I'd already done it for Gordon, so I did the same for Duck. And we have TV series and Railway series Duck side by side. Scaling is a little bit better for Duck than for Gordon, I think. Maybe just Railway series Duck is also quite large, so I don't know. So there we go, that's my various Thomas models showcased. I will probably continue doing these every now and again, but for now, that's everything. So, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, all that good stuff. I've been Sidney12, and I'll see you next time. Bye!